And we're back with another episode of the B-Boys podcast here at the Mayfield Cages. And I am honored to introduce one of the representatives of the infamous Texas Angels, Mr. Luis Ramon. Thank you, Mr. Luis Ramon, for being with us, sir.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I've been really excited to get on here for quite a bit. So
yeah, well, we've chatted up a lot about the Texas Angels here on the podcast, and I know that Papo plays with you guys.
Yeah.
But as far as Del Rio, there really hasn't been a representative of the South Texas region to come out in the podcast and really do any work. So I'm really excited that you're with us, and really excited to kind of get a representative out on camera somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So with that being said, let's start off with basics, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. So my name is Luis Ramon. I'm one of the coaches for the Texas Angels. South Texas Angels. We're a branch out of the main ones from San Antonio. I am from Del Rio, but our main location is in Eagle Pass.
Yeah.
I was born and raised here. I went to college, UTSA, for a couple of years, so I spent a little bit in San Antonio. The pandemic happened. I came back home, and I've been here ever since.
You played some ball while you were here?
Yeah, so I played high school, travel ball a little bit before. It wasn't as big. It was getting there, but travel ball to me was not in importance, which is crazy now that I'm a travel ball coach.
Yeah, definitely.
And so I played to my junior year. I got hurt. I tore my plantar fascia, and then that was a big injury for me. And then it became worse, where they told me that I needed surgery on both of my feet with my ankle.
Yeah. So
I didn't get it, and I stopped playing baseball, and since I think 6 years.
Yeah.
So I was really not into baseball for that amount of time, and not to maybe 5-6 years ago I got back into baseball. And
we just finished doing 4 months of baseball, and
long months, 4 months.
You guys have a very rigorous process.
No, yeah, for sure.
Y'all just finished up doing the tryouts.
Yes, this past Sunday in San Marcos.
And that one is for the coming spring.
So that we had the 14U, the spring for the 14, and then we had our summer tryout. So we had a summer tryout for 15U, 16U, 17U.
Right.
So what we do is we'll have our tryouts for summer around this time. They get them in, you get committed, and then what you do is you play. Those guys just go to their high school seasons, and right when that ends, we get them right back for the summer, and it's a good process.
Before we jump to the meat of this whole podcast and the reason we're interviewing you, what I wanted to do is first of all, shoot us out your socials for Texas Angels. How does, because everyone's like, how do you get a hold of the Angels?
Oh, yeah.
Shoot us your socials. How does somebody recruit come on? We obviously have the podcast, people from Bracketville, Eagle Pass. Uvalde's has reached out also. So talk to us about that.
Our main social media page is the Texas Angels Baseball. You can go up Twitter, Instagram, I guess X is whatever.
X.
Instagram, Facebook. But for us, our branch territory, you can find us under South Texas Angels. It's our new one. We just made it, I think, last year. Yeah.
Well, the thing about the Texas Angels, and people have asked me, what's really impressed us is the practice. How you guys are practicing all the time. You got to be honest with me. That had to have been new for you when you first started coaching. They have a rigorous practice.
No, yeah. So my background in coaching. So I started off locally when I was 20. I do local little league, and I just wanted to it was me and a couple buddies. We just wanted to have fun and coach. We all played ball, so it was let's coach.
Yeah.
And so we did little league. We liked it. The next year we said, we're gonna do it again.
Yeah.
But then we're all competitors, so we got competitive. We're in winning games. You know what? Maybe we can get into the travel ball world, start coaching. And sure enough, one of my buddies, he was an assistant for a travel team here in Del Rio, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to help out?" I was like, "Well, I mean, I can if I have time." I was really busy at that time.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting into it, and sure enough, my competitive side, let me do this, let me do that. And I ended up getting my own team. I think I started off with a 12U team.
12U team? That was last season, right?
No, so I started coaching competitive travel ball when I was 21.
Here in Del Rio?
Here in Del Rio, yes, with the Del Rio Express.
That was before you jumped onto to Eagle Pass.
Yeah, so
shout out to all the Express guys. There's
yeah, it was Express. Yeah, I started with them. So we started under Patriots with Ernie Cervantes, and then
shout out to Coach Cervantes.
And then we went to Express, and I kept that group for years, from 12, 13, and then we came to Angels when we were 14 years spring actually. That's when we became Angels.
Yeah.
Because
we jumped on last spring.
Yes.
And you had a 12U, 13U team.
I had 12U. Yes. 12U. I had 12U because that fall I had 12U, and then that spring I was gonna have 12U again. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, and, going back to what I was saying, like I when we walked in, man, I was like, man, these practices. Yeah. Like, I remember Papa on the way home was like exhausted, and it really touched levels of his game that no one had touched, and he was horrible at it, and he recognized it. He's like, my feet work, and so it was just, that is what really drove us. Tell us a little bit about the culture, what you feel between Del Rio, Eagle Pass, Uvalde. What's the baseball culture like? Yeah,
so like I think that word culture is like, it's tossed around all the time, and a lot of people talk about it but don't really like emphasize it enough. And to me, like, I feed on that with my groups, and like how when I grew up playing any sport, like culture is a big thing. And so in my groups, like, we emphasize culture, not just me, like all Angels teams we have. And to me, culture is huge, because if you have a strong culture, like, you're gonna succeed. And if your culture's not the strongest, or your identity culture's not, like, you don't have anything, like, there's just no way you're gonna go forward. And I firmly believe in culture, because recently, like, we had one weekend, we had 8 players, and a lot of the guys were, hey coach, we're not gonna have enough, can we play? It's like, no, like, we'll play with 8. You can play with 8. And I told him, just rely on what you know, and you'll be fine.
And that was 16U.
Yeah, this past fall.
This past fall, we played 16U with you guys, and we tried to make I think we missed 2 tournaments because his schedule was so crazy, and so we, school comes first, and he had a couple things, but we showed up to one of those 8-player games and 9-player games, and it was, and to be honest with you, 16U is very competitive.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Especially this last season, we had some studs. So shout out to you, because you guys took runner-up on the NCS final tournament, end of season. You can watch that on the B-Boys podcast, by the way. Like, share, and subscribe. We're also on YouTube, but we live streamed that game, and we went 4 games that day? 3 games?
Dude, I think we went 5.
5 games, right? Well, we went 5 games a weekend. We went into tournament play undefeated.
4-0,
Yeah. So, and that one was, it was tough.
It was tough, and we were on a hot streak. Like, we were playing really good baseball towards the end of the season. And that end of season, like, I think we told the guys, like, hey, like, we're playing good baseball. Like, we're keeping the momentum. And we had a really good shot winning. I went into the tournament, like, hey, we have a good shot. And what was funny is that so that season in the fall, we went up going 13-5. And one of those losses, 2 of the losses, I guess, is against that team we lost in championship. The first time we played them, I think we lost, like 15-1, 15-2.
We played them at the Mission Fields.
One of them, or like our second weekend playing.
Second week we played them. Yep.
And
but this time we gave them.
We played really well. Like I said, we were playing really good baseball, and I mean, baseball's baseball.
Baseball's baseball.
What goes your way or
with not. all of the travel ball, man? Like, there's so many teams now.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's a coach.
Yeah.
What would you categorize the team identity, the team mission, the team strategy of the Angels is?
So, like, I think with us, like, as we're really big on developmental. Like, developmental is huge for us, because we get kids all over, like, either between all levels, ages, levels, like any town, like Eagle Pass, Del Rio, La Pryor, because I had one La Pryor recently. Crystal City is one we get in, and Laredo. So our biggest thing is we're going to develop your kids. Like, come with us. You don't have to be a great stud, but work with us for a season, and I promise you will finish that season better than when you came with us.
What I saw, like, in playing, and I'd never seen this before. The Angels, like, we it's hard because you go local, right? And so you're local with a team, and you leave. But when we joined the Angels, there were kids from San Antonio that would jump onto our team when we were short, and then we would jump on to their team. I think Papo did that maybe one time before. The exposure that the Angels gave Papo coming into Babe Ruth, and
Mm-hmm.
and I'm a dad through and through,
Yeah.
so I'm always gonna be like, man, I'm so proud of my son. I'm so proud. But he really came a very long way. He was late to baseball, so I talk about the development that he got with the
Mm-hmm.
Angels. Like, I mean, I talk about that all the time. We've talked about it on this podcast.
Yeah.
And so for me, seeing it as a dad, it was like, man, like
Mm-hmm.
it sets you apart
No, yeah,
because
for
right
sure.
away the A, everybody's like, oh, you played with the Angels,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But that's not an Eagle Pass thing. That's a whole
Yeah.
association thing.
No, it's like we have our organization in South Texas. There's a Texas Angels Elite out of San Angelo. There's a West Texas Angels with Josh Lee and Morty, and then we have one, and we just got one in New Braunfels recently. So we're all over, like, and in my opinion, like once you get that A, whether it's the jersey, the cap, like it means something. Like
well, and don't get it confused.
Yeah.
You guys are all about transitioning players from 12, 13, 14, keeping them in the program.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's the biggest stigma with the A's. And let me tell you why. Because you'll get players that come in and out, especially traveling from Del Rio to Eagle Pass and you guys have 3-hour practices.
Oh yeah, they're not short.
They're not short, right? And then Coach De La Garza wants to have a break, and then I remember as being a dad, we're on the stands, we're like, hey coach, carnal, cut it short, like we got to drive back, you know.
Yeah.
But you guys are all about transitioning players. You guys are all about having players come in and out of the program for practices, for games. We did 3 showcases this last fall.
So 3 camps.
3 camps, right?
Yeah,
and so
one was in Cardinal Word, Texas State, and UTSA.
And UTSA, right? And so that kind of stuff for me, seeing my son. I mean, obviously those camps are not for freshmen; they're more for the upperclassmen. But the involvement, you get your jitters out. You've already participated. You know what it is, and they're not short. Those camps.
Like I think when you go to those camps, like prepare to be there the whole day.
You and I had a conversation. I was like, bro, can we make carnitas out here? Can we make some tripas? Like, we had that one. Remember, we had that one at UTSA.
UTSA was long.
So I remember seeing you, and then I remember seeing Coach De La Garza because I was on the side live streaming, which you can also see on the B-Boys podcast or Facebook. And I remember seeing you guys, and Coach De La Garza towards the end, it was probably like hour number 7 or 8. Yeah. He had to umpire. He had to ref that.
He was behind.
So he was in the sun. Man, when I saw him walk out, he was like, I was like, man, he looks like me coming out of club on Friday night, bro. Like he was standing out. I said, Coach, you okay? He's like, on Talagua. I was like, oh, man.
So funny story. Like, so when I got on, my very first team camp was when I first joined. I obviously wasn't prepared. Like, I had no idea.
Big question.
What's up?
Everybody wants to know and I think we're probably we have a lot of fault of possible rumors of the Angels coming to Del Rio.
Yeah. I born and raised. I do want to bring a group back to Del Rio.
Right.
That's always been a goal of mine. Me and Robert have talked. I've always mentioned hey, why don't let's try to do it. Yeah. And obviously we'll get a few kids. Like I'll bring maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Every now and then we'll get new kids from Del Rio. Yeah. So this year I was like, Robert, let's push it and to see. He's like, let's try it. So now we're gonna try to have a team of Del Rio kids here.
Yeah.
And not for sure we will have practices in Del Rio.
Yeah. Any training facilities that you're thinking about right now?
We have some ideas. I think our main thing is seeing the field. We want to be in the cages or something, but my thing and me and Robert's is you have to be on the field. We want to install a lot of things where in a cage you can't really do as much. Obviously a cage as well, but
I'll tell you what, man, I will call to the end of the day. Coach De La Garza is a fungal whisperer, man. That guy he'll put that ball wherever. I seen him hit some balls with that fungal, and it's nonstop. And so you're not far behind, but
so Robert's been doing it for a while.
He's got a D1 player.
His son
He's out playing for Baylor, so we're gonna look forward to seeing him. He's got his other boy that's in the 16 or 17U program.
He's in the 16U
program. Yeah. So Papa got to play with him this last time. What really enticed me and keeps enticing me about the Angels is you guys are all about challenging the players. So we got the opportunity to move up to the 16U from 14. You guys did have a 14U program. You guys did have for the fall at the 16U program, and so that opportunity for the when you're with one team, you're with one team.
Yeah,
right.
For sure.
And so, but when you get this opportunity to play with other kids and practice with other kids, you know, maybe, and like I tell people, you can't. It's hard because you come back from a game frustrated.
For sure.
Frustrated because you didn't get enough playing time. Frustrated because you lost. Frustrated because you won. Frustrated because you struck out or you didn't struck out. But the work is in practice.
I agree.
The work is in practice. I mean, it's hard to criticize a team with the wins, like, you know. But heck, bro, look at my Cowboys, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, we're gonna win so much. You may even
as a
get
coach,
tired of
I agree. I mean, I'm a Cowboys fan too.
We had this discussion.
We had off air,
we had this discussion, like, you know, in the last tournament, you and I were talking, and I'm like, you know, man, I want to see the commitment in the real. Like, I want to see the unity, you know, and everyone. I mean, heck, everybody's got teams, right? Everybody's got teams. Everybody developed differently. Heck, I played on different teams that you didn't play on when I was growing up because now they don't exist, or they didn't exist when you were there. And we've sat down with different players from the Horns. We've sat down with players from Sting and South Texas Sting and San Antonio. We've sat down with players from BTA and Uvalde. And so everyone has the common goal, and that's the player development and it's the enjoyment of the game.
Yeah, playing. Yeah.
But on top of that, everyone's got that competitive eye, right?
Sure.
And so, you know, I also heard in this mix of conversation that we're having, you guys are bringing on another coach from Del Rio.
Yes. Well, yeah, it's in the works. Like, I think, like, me and Robert, like, we've been together for quite a bit. And
are you allowed to say what coach it is yet?
No, we're still in the works. The thing is, like, me and Robert, we're really close. Like, I kid you not, like, me and Robert probably talk every single day.
Yeah.
And it could be just about
love you too, bro.
Like how our day was. But mainly it is baseball.
Well, and I think that the important thing about something like that is it shows a commitment to the South Texas area.
No, yeah, for sure.
Because
for sure.
Central Angels, those guys are beasts.
No,
those coaches are awesome, right? So they're on top of that stuff.
Yeah, shout out to Mo and Kevin.
Yeah, shout out to Mo. And I saw him the other day. He's like, hey, when are you going to interview me? So I'm going to head up to San Antonio to interview him one day, right?
No, yeah.
But, you know, it shows a commitment for the kids and the dedication to it because, like I said, honestly, you guys don't miss practices.
No, so I drive every time. Like, I commute over there. I've missed maybe one practice since when I had my 14U 2 years ago. So this will be my third spring season with the Angels. And since then, I've only missed one. And that's because, like, I think my car had a flat and I couldn't fix it.
Yeah.
But Robert would tell you, or even my girlfriend, she hates me, but when I go, but I think when I go, like, to me, like, it's a stress relief. I love doing it. Like,
shout out to her dad and to her brother, Gaston. I like those guys.
Oh, yeah.
I was the DJ for her quinceañera. She told you about that. I was like, she's like, Leroy, you don't know who I am? And I was like, no, Miss Coach Luis. And then she's like, no. She's like, you. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Bro, that's the white hairs that you see on me. And I was like, oh, yeah. So, beautiful family. She's, she's great. And so, big shout out to her for letting you participate in all that stuff. How do you, as a coach, define success? I mean, obviously you guys took the second place to the national or to the final of the season for the NCS, right?
Yeah.
How do you define success?
I mean, I think that's a really good question. Like, I think every coach will have a different answer. And for me, like, my thing is I hate losing, right? Like, you as a coach, you get judged by wins and losses, no matter what. Like, you can go, like, you can be 500 and you can say, oh, that coach is it's not good or they're not doing well. Or you can go like 20-5, but then you have, oh, that coach is really good. Like, let's keep them on and let's do more things with them. But,
bro, the hardest part for you is keeping the players and the parents happy.
Oh, yeah. It's an ongoing process.
Because I know there are times I was throwing you eye daggers. I was like, bro, what's up with coach, man?
Yeah.
Come on, put him in.
No, yeah.
Nah, I'm kidding. But, you guys have to deal with so much now in travel ball.
Yeah.
And I think that there's a different level of responsibility because obviously the parent is paying for the program. And so it's hard, man.
No, yeah. I mean, for me, success is probably like the development of the kid. Like, if that kid finishes the season and he's better than when he started, like, to me, that's success. And I think each kid and every parent that comes with us, like, you should really care about not the now, but the future of your child's development. Like, that's crucial for us.
Been here for a while. I want to thank you for being on the podcast today.
Yeah, for sure.
And everything we're doing. Any words you want to leave? Any shout outs to anybody you want to?
No, but I will say we do have tryouts for our spring season this Sunday in Eagle Pass, December 7th.
And you want to give out the socials one more time before we
so
get going?
Our Facebook page is South Texas Angels Baseball. You can check us up on there. We have our flyers there. And like I said, we have our tryouts this Sunday. It should be good.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be there. We'll
Absolutely.
be there for tryouts.
That'd be fun.
And thank you so much for being with us. And we'll see you on the next go round right after the season, all right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks for taking some time to watch our podcast. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. This is the Beat Boys Podcast.
Thank you.